All right, we live, we live, we live. All right, cuz thank you for taking the challenge to come on here and to talk about what's trending, what's hot. Like this whole Cam Newton situation got people straight up. Like some people you can tell they narcissists, and some people you can just tell like this hit home. Like it's a whole lot of dudes like that, and it's a whole lot of women like the psychologist was talking about. And
Yeah.
I don't be watching a lot of interviews, but I feel like that interview in particular was an interview, like it's a subject that we need to talk about as men and women. Because at the end of the day, like men and women, we're not each other enemies. Like we supposed to be on the same team. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah. I ain't watched the
and so
whole interview though. I just seen like
did you watch any
snippets
of
of
it?
it. I seen like snippets of it, like probably like 5 minutes or something like that.
Listen, I had to sit down and watch the whole thing because I just love how the mind works. And then one thing about it, the way people are, it's always the root to why they are the way they are. That's just the bottom
Right.
line. And so I
Yeah.
hate when people lump all men together, and I hate when people lump all women together. Because I feel like we all can be the same if you really want to think about it. Like if you think about your life, you didn't been the dog before, you didn't been the good dude before. You know what I'm saying? It really just depends
Yeah, it
on your
depends on the
level.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Because
people and your level. Yeah,
yeah, every woman ain't worthy of certain stuff. Like, yeah.
right. And the same thing for a dude. And she was saying what really got me is like he was talking to her about being low value and low functioning. Most dudes feel like a lady just won't, and that's all. Like, just give me the money. That's it.
Uh,
How you
I
feel
mean,
about that?
nowadays that's how they come off. Like the younger generation, that's how they coming off. Like that's what it is with the majority of them. You can't say all,
Right,
because all of them ain't like that, but that's
right.
what they give. Especially like on social media or whatever. That's what they give.
Man, it's true. And what I hate is I feel like I needed to do an interview about it because so many men say that. They say,
No, for
man,
real.
these women, they for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't putting my heart into nothing, my heart cold, whatever, whatever, whatever. And to be honest, a lot of women would get a all for a man that's loyal. They don't even most women don't even care about your money. That's what a lot of men
Yeah,
don't do.
but you said it right. Women, not little girls or women like that want the traditional thing. Like
Right,
that's the difference. It ain't too many
right.
of them left.
Man, listen,
It ain't too
you
many left,
right. It ain't too
especially
many.
not
You
around our age or younger. It ain't.
yeah, yeah.
Ain't many.
But you know what? We all got the capability. I feel like with accountability, we all can be good to somebody. We all can like become that. I don't feel like women should bash men because they feel like it ain't no good dudes out there and vice versa. And I also feel like, so one thing that Cam Newton said that was like eye opener to me is that a woman, he was saying like a woman staying at her mama house ain't got nothing to offer him. But then you got dudes who will live with their mama and will expect a woman to go hard for them.
Yeah.
This whole double standard is a real problem when it comes to men and women dating.
Yeah. For like, if y'all serious and y'all really trying to go somewhere, or like maybe one day get married or something like that, yeah, that ain't gonna work. Staying with nobody else ain't gonna work. Y'all got to be in the
Right.
same household.
Everybody needs to have their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at
Yeah.
one point, if y'all really like a family, y'all gonna have to be in the same household.
Right. Right.
What if they like, okay, when you live here, she live there. It's like a little difference. Y'all get time to like kind of like miss each other or whatever. But when you in the same household, it's a little different. Like she can be all good when you ain't living together. As soon as y'all move in together, then y'all might realize that it ain't what y'all thought it'd be like.
Yeah.
So that's a good test. Like when you living with somebody and getting the feel of that,
Yeah.
it's different than just
Well, in the stage that I'm in, cause to be
huh.
honest, in the stage that I'm in life, my whole mindset is different. Cause I ain't living with no man before I try to figure it out. No, instead we gonna date. That means
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not gonna convince you that I'm the one. Like you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
I'm more in the investigation part of it. I need to ask you all the right questions,
Oh
and I
no, in
need
your
to
situation,
be on
you
the
just
same
can't. Yeah,
page.
yeah.
But
You just can't.
you know how we move in with people. Like when I be coaching people, it's sad that a lot of people business problems overflow from their personal problems.
Yeah,
So like the way they think and view life, like no, you don't gotta beg nobody to stop with you. You don't gotta beg a man to put a ring on your finger.
you know,
Like don't think because if you have his baby, that's gonna make him want you.
you know.
Honestly and truthfully, that's gonna bring out the real in them. I mean,
Uh
you're
huh.
gonna see them at their rawest when the
Yep.
baby come to fruition. And so you need to be looking at the qualities right now, how they deal with anger, how they deal with money, how they handle, losses. Like all that stuff is important because shoot, some people they bail at the first sign of a problem. So no, you don't need to move in with me just yet. We need to just keep on dating and we need
Yeah.
to just keep on figuring this thing out because I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people start faking once they start cohabitating because now I see what you really want and I can kind of become it or I can at least act like I'm that person
Yeah.
and buy some time. And I mean, I know it can work for people. I know people who get moved in and it worked. Of course, I did it at first, but now that I know so much about how men think, it's like, no, I need to learn you first. Like,
Yeah.
I need to learn you first. And I feel like a man should learn a woman too.
No, that's in any relationship though. Y'all, you just can't rush into it and just like
Yeah,
it take time. It take years to like be with somebody, whether y'all living together or not. But it take years to just like really get to know that person. Like
right.
if you, that's why I don't be understanding how people say, "Oh yeah, they got married in months or 1 year." Y'all don't even fucking know each other for real yet. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, in their defense, I got a couple of friends who did it and it worked out. But at the same time, when they was
It's a,
dating, it wasn't no games. They was literally coming through the door, like talking
right.
about their career, talking
Yeah.
about what they wanted, and actually you can see them both working on it, going to therapy. You know what I'm saying? Doing the hard work. And to be honest, we be too busy trying to be love bombing people in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I feel like you can put forth the bare minimum and if a person really love you and want to be with you, they gonna
Yeah,
be
you.
smart.
Yeah, you were
Like
saying.
I know
But
dudes,
but we
it's
all
like,
know
hmm,
with anything, most of the time it's always good in the beginning.
bingo.
So, huh?
That's true. So
Yeah.
so
So
like so like that's just like with you and your wife, cause y'all been together so many years. Would you
16
credit
and a half.
huh?
I say 16 and a half.
Man, what would you say has been the most important pieces to keeping y'all together?
Just like the time that we spent together and stuff like that. Like the loyalty, for sure, loyalty though. And just like
So time,
when we started, we both still live with our mamas. Like
right,
we weren't living together,
right.
but we
It's
grew
like
that
you
bond.
work.
We grew that bond like at least 5 days out the week. We was just together, just spending time with that bond.
Y'all wanted to be around each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And you know what? That goes back to the point that I was going to make next. So many people want something that they not willing to sacrifice for. Like I was listening to Cam Newton say that his fear of getting married is higher than his
To
wanting to
keep
have
having
more kids.
kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And
his
I'm
own
sitting
personal.
there.
That's his own personal thing.
Exactly. And I'm
Yeah,
sitting up there like, wait a minute, that's his own personal thing, but it's going to affect so many lives. And then we want to talk about single mothers. and we want to talk about broken kids, broken homes. And I feel like it's so unfair that there are so many men. We're gonna talk about the women too, but it's so many men out there that think just like Cam Newton, fam. They say about how all women are users and they don't qualify, but then they good enough to get the women good enough for you to get them pregnant though.
Right.
Like that's crazy to me.
They just going off their looks. They
Yeah,
just
that's
going
crazy.
off they yeah.
And
But
how
that's
do you want
but
a baby so bad and you don't care who you go out there and make it? This ain't no business deal. These real kids with
yeah,
real heart, real needs, and you're gonna really sit there and say you're gonna stay unhealed. So whatever made you something happened in his life that made him feel like that. I know it had to.
one
Because
one of them chicks broke his heart or something. But he
yeah,
I
I
mean
think because and I
men
mean
just be like some men just think like when they got money they can do it because they can pay for stuff. Them kids still need you to be there. They need
and,
that time. Grow up.
yeah,
All of them can't be in the same household with them.
period.
So
And
it's
they're
like
not thinking about that. And we know things happen, fam. When me listening to his interview and him arguing with the psychologist about how it's okay, basically, like, no, bro, nothing is okay about that. Like, you mean to tell me when you go lay down at night, you cool with only seeing your kids a certain amount of time just because you can afford to put them through private school? No.
right.
And I just feel like more men need to think about what they doing out here. Like she was saying, like you're creating broken homes. I don't care how much money you got.
You Nick Cannon worse than him then.
Oh yeah, he is. And I listen to Nick Cannon too. And that's what I said, fam. I'm like, fam, I gotta get you on this interview. We gotta talk about this. Because it's predominantly black men. You don't see white men carrying on like this. I mean, you got a few out there that you probably know, but most white men got a plan for their family off the rip.
Yeah.
They want
Like
to be locked down to one woman off the rip. It ain't no
yeah,
I'm finna go.
back in the day, like I say, like grandma and them age or whatever, they ain't not that we know of. I don't remember like none of them older people having no outside kids. No matter if they, no matter if they did what they did or whatever, they ain't had no outside kids.
Right. And if they did,
Not
they kept it a secret because they value family.
yeah. Like think
You
about the
know,
grandmas. Like I don't, they was having 9 kids. It was about the same people,
grandma had
about the
12.
same dude. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just saying like most of them had 6 to 12 or something.
yeah,
About the
yeah,
same dude.
yeah. And yeah, and I just like I said, I just sat there thinking about as a single mom now. And I'm like, I realize it's so many broken men. Like, it's broken women too, but their mindset. You got the rich, like the lady was saying, is low functioning and then low and high value.
Oh,
These are, huh?
most of the ones with the money just think since they got money they can do whatever they want.
Man, that's crazy. But I told him,
Huh.
your emotional state don't got nothing to do with how much money you got.
No.
Your mental ain't got nothing to do with how much money you got. Because if you had emotional intelligence, and if you didn't lack maturity, you'll be sitting back and think about the decisions you're making. You
Yeah.
wouldn't be steady running out here impregnating women and
Uh,
expecting to create these kids that want to be with one woman. You know what I'm
this
saying?
yeah, this what I'm gonna say right here. As far as like the man that got money or what I'm saying, feel like they can just that's just the way of providing because they got some money. They
Yeah.
the same as the chicks that's like think they bad, think they real pretty, and they deserve the world. It's the
Like
same
that's the best
difference.
asset. Like that's all
Yeah,
you got to offer.
yeah, it's like the same difference though. Like
And he was like, he justified it, fam. This I was just blown away. And like
what
I
he
said, when I listened to him, I thought about so many men. But he said, well, I take care of all my kids and they all live with me. So
they
well, then
all
what do
live with
you
him
he said all his kids live with him. And
with
so
with with one with which girl? Is it
all
a
of them, he said he got 3 baby mamas and he got 8 kids.
All the baby mamas live in the house with him.
No, he said all his kids live with him.
So
So in
no,
other words, he's talking about women using men, but don't it sound like he used the woman?
yeah. What
Using women?
and none of the women live in the house with him, or just one.
No, none of his baby mamas. He not with none of them.
What
But
the
he
heck?
said his kids live with him.
He lying somewhere.
Yeah, and I didn't even question it, fam. I thought about the psychology of it. Cause some men feel
How you
like
gonna
forget your mama, I'm
right?
only gonna take care of you. And while that's all cute and fine and dandy, that's unrealistic. So
Right.
you still create broken homes. I don't care how much them kids be with you. They need both parents equally.
They need the mamas, especially.
Man. And you saying that from a two-parent household family.
Yeah.
I know like it's
Yeah.
only so much that you can do for your boys that the black need to step in.
Yeah. We the men discipline the kids and stuff like that. Y'all the ones that like
The
really
nurture.
yeah, we show them love, but especially being a boy, you gotta show them tough love for real. You can't just let them be weak out here for the world. So
Right.
you gotta be a mixture of
Right. And I just wanted to point it out to the men out there. Like we as women, we want to help y'all as much as y'all want to be with us and not be used. Like
it.
we are out there, and I feel like so many men let their trauma keep them from being good fathers and keep them from getting into a strong, healthy relationship or even going deep with a woman. Like some men run off when they feel like it's getting too deep, and it's because it's their own personal experience.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm listening to Cam Newton fam, and I'm like, wait a minute. So he teaching his kids to make babies and then run off and then not create a family at all. Like, just give me my kids. This is the way it's supposed to look. So
yeah.
I'm gonna just go have these babies, and as long as I got the money, I'm gonna take care of them. And you got men who broke with the same mentality.
With
Like
no woman in the house, that's crazy.
nobody good enough for them. If the woman is in the house, she ain't his baby mama.
Yeah,
That's an even bigger problem. Cause
yeah.
how you got all these kids, you leave one situation, go find a new woman as if that's gonna change and make it better. Hold on, y'all. We lost Jeremy. Lord, I got my daughter in the background. It was just getting good, and then bam, it cut off. But y'all, the society's way of parenting and dating is just so full of perversion because we got these unrealistic expectations. I mean, men want women to have it all together. Women want men to have it all together. Um, and I love how the lady on the psychologist was telling him that us as women sometimes we expect men to show up with pure perfection, and we offer, and we're not patient, so we start.
I went out for a while.
Yeah, it had went out.
Yeah,
All right, cause so yeah, I was, I had just started saying like the dating and the parenting, all of this now is so full of the celebrity lifestyle. Everybody watching the next person and trying to pattern their relationship
yeah.
after
See
that.
that? Look, that's where they go wrong at anyway. Because, like, even like I say this, even for myself, like, yeah, what me and my wife relationship is good. The thing, like, it's good for us.
It's
Now,
good for y'all.
yeah. So, like, how can you really just go off two whole other people that like probably like totally different things from what you like? So it's not gonna be the same.
It's not gonna be the same.
Yeah,
And
people
that's
just
why
gotta.
women gotta stop expecting Beyonce. They want the Beyonce and Jay-Z, but they don't know what goes on behind Beyonce and Jay-Z closed doors.
Yeah.
And so they pattern their relationship after celebrities. And it's like, let's be realistic. So you basically want to get into a relationship for a photo op.
If they
You
if they if them two ain't had the money they had, they wouldn't be saying that. Because other than that, you won't even know too much about their relationship for real.
or you bet they be like, I'd rather be crying I'd rather be crying in a mansion than crying in
See,
an apartment.
they already feel like the man gonna do what he want then.
Yeah. And you got some people that's just willing to settle. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of
And
people.
it's crazy because we're getting so far away from morals and values, fam. Like you got people like me listening to Cam Newton. I was like, okay, he's creating his own way of life. And then she was explaining to him he was just saying how women that don't have money, they look for men, basically looking for men who have money to
Yeah.
use.
But one
To,
thing I say the difference is like a woman with some money ain't finna look no broke dude way. That's them facts right there.
but
Now,
that's no, but that's what he said. But guess what, fam? That's not true. Some of my clients is millionaires. I ain't gonna say that they date are just broke dudes, but
right,
the dude does not match their caliber. However, his head on straight. And
right.
that's the biggest misconception I wanted to kill. And she was just talking about how Oprah and Stedman don't got Oprah money, but it's something in Stedman that Oprah was attracted to. Most women just want to feel safe, to be honest. Yeah, they care about your money in the end because you can't live off love. Love ain't paying no bills.
Right.
Love ain't doing none of that. But at the same time, if you think all women want is money, you're gonna be
No,
out here
not all women, no.
right. I'm telling you, the majority of the women. I got
But
friends
like,
who's successful, and all of them saying the same. Some of them be falling for buses. I be like, you should have known he wasn't the one. But it don't make them say all men the same. Ain't gonna date no man unless he got some money. I mean, you got some women out here that do think like that, but to be honest, the majority of the women, even the ones who be getting money from the street, most of them just only out trying to fill a void because that's what they've been taught growing up. They've been in that survival mode for so long. So now them using men is the normal. You know what I'm saying? But most women, even them, they desire love for real. Like they desire a man who look at them and don't just see them as a sex symbol, or don't just
yeah,
see them. You know what I'm saying? As a woman who just good for a good night.
right, yeah,
And so that's why I said men and women, we really alike in so many ways. If only men and women can stop bashing each other and sit down and just have a hard conversation. And like the psychologist was saying, she was like, you don't understand, like having a woman with money, we date success. I mean, we date people who not on our caliber all the time. And he like, no, no. And asked her if she would date somebody that was basically in a lower tax bracket. And she like, have. Like, have. He like,
it ain't,
oh, okay.
it ain't,
Why she's still single?
yeah, it ain't many though. It ain't
Yeah,
many.
well, you ain't in
For the
this
most
room.
part, for
You
the
ain't in
most
these
part,
rooms talking to
it's
these
probably
women.
like I say probably like 80-20%, 80 to 20 that the man typically will be the one with the money. Like you don't really hear that too often.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't, it's kind of like I just feel like we want the same thing if we just take time to listen and hear each other out. That's the thing. And she was telling him, she said, listen, the man that didn't have more money, like I respected him. He was on the red carpet with me. That's one thing about a woman. If she really care about you, she gonna take you where she going. Like if
Yeah,
she going up, you going with her.
that
If
should
she
be both ways. Yeah, that
yeah,
should be
both
like that
both
both ways.
ways. So
Yeah,
it's not a men versus women thing. It comes on the caliber of woman you talking about, or the caliber of a man. And a lot of these men who got all of these kids and they still ain't settled down and they keep pointing their fingers at the women. The women ain't the issue, baby. You is.
yeah, he's tripping though.
And vice versa for women too, who don't take into accountability. They calling these men deadbeats and all this and that and the third, but you keep on going out there and having more kids by more deadbeats. And some of these women ain't married at all. They just keep having kids by
That's just
different
like
men.
he in a situation like a woman just just if say if
Just
she
he
picking
is
the wrong people, yeah.
picking the wrong people,
But
fam.
people should give you signs and stuff that you should know better. Like after a while, yeah. I don't know what to say about that. He kind of
Yeah,
tweaked that.
something wrong with him. But you know what, fam? That's what I wanted to talk about the most: accountability. If we talking about accountability, I don't, you having money don't do not negate the fact that you build in broken homes.
Yeah,
You having money don't negate the fact that you raising these kids that you're not gonna be able to give them. I mean, kids are flexible, but you doing this with your eyes open. You know what you're doing.
right. Like purposely, yeah,
You know what you're doing.
yeah.
Hey, I don't know too many women that just going out there and saying, "Well, I'm gonna go have me a
But
husband."
then like look at this situation like the Nick Cannon situation. Them women know the same thing. They okay with it. Like not to say that it's right, but
But like she
they
said,
being dumb.
transaction. That's why I said men and women want the same thing. And so he feel like Cam Newton basically said he feel like he doing his baby mama and them a favor because they don't got to worry about nothing for the kids. Guess what? A lot of women and men feel the same way. It's an even transaction.
But what woman gonna get a kids to when like say if the relationship don't work or whatever, what woman be like, okay, you can have the kids. It ain't no damn real woman.
You know, that's what I said.
Yeah.
But that's why he keep getting different baby mamas. Cause I guarantee you these women like, no, this wasn't the plan. But he out here creating broken homes and they no telling how I can only imagine how his baby mamas feel. They probably got low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying?
They
He probably
got to.
give them a few dollars and they good to go.
They
But ain't no
got to just let him keep all the kids. Like ain't no
yeah.
woman doing that. No matter what you got.
And then he told her, he said, wait a minute. How you 41 and single and giving relationship advice. So he basically was questioning the facts like something is wrong with you because you single and 41, not realizing like, no, bro, you the one choose to go out here and procreate. That's what you want your life to look like. But like she told him, I'm single by choice. I called out 2 weddings. And
Right.
we gotta stop feeling like if people not married, something wrong with them.
Nah, but everybody don't. It ain't that ain't everybody just like life goal. Like I understand that. Like everybody don't even have to be. But for
Exactly.
but like for a woman, like a real woman, like most real women at least want to
Have a
experience.
desire.
Like
They have
yeah,
a desire for marriage.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Cause
that's
it's
why
like
she told me that's not the prize. And we gotta fix that. We gotta stop making people feel like they need to hurry up and get to a place that they not want to go.
and then like if like some of them just want it so bad to where they just like rush into it and then it don't work out. That's something they gotta live with too. So
Gotta live with it. Yeah.
yeah,
And I was just sitting there like, so you mean to tell me you ain't gonna never get married because you got a fear? We gotta face our fears.
right,
Like it's so many women that was found the woman of their dreams, fam, and vice versa. And they had some unhealed areas. And so now they out here finding a new person as if it's gonna make the same problems that you been had go away.
right,
Like, no, you can throw sugar on top of it all day and still stink.
yeah,
Like you gotta clean that up. You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah,
said, man, it's so many men who feel like if they providing. I mean, I know a man, his most dominant role is to provide, but men gotta stop thinking just because they giving money, that their job is done. That's the bare minimum. Seriously.
yeah, yeah.
Cause me, I desire connection over anything.
Hey,
Like you,
how
hmm,
many men that don't even want to do the bare minimum?
talk about that, cuz
You know what I'm saying? They don't, a lot of them don't want responsibility at all for real.
don't want it at all. And you know what? Like I said, it's some rich Cam Newton and it's some poor Cam Newton. Okay. Some of them don't even, you don't need to go and touch another woman. You need to go heal.
Yeah,
And you know, and vice versa. Women got to stop looking for men to be perfect too. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them found Mr. Right, but like she was saying, we as women sometimes we show up looking for a prince, and
But
we need to
I
meet
say
this. Huh?
I say this about women, like
Get out of my
some of
sight.
them go get a guy that look like some, like, you know what I'm saying, like the time of day, instead of the person that's really gonna treat them right. It might not be it might not be who they desire as far as looks or whatever, but they probably turn them down. They probably not turn down a dude that'll give them everything they want.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes I do feel like women have unrealistic expectations. You
Oh,
know,
oh yeah,
and
they
honestly,
a lot of them, especially in this generation, yeah, they delusional. I
man,
ain't
and fam, if you haven't done the work, I'm not expecting nothing out of nobody that I can't give. So that means if I'm looking for loyalty, I'm not. If I know I'm not loyal, I'm not gonna be looking for loyalty.
yeah,
Like, but you got people
exactly.
out
Like,
here, man,
just
it's
keep it
crazy.
real. Just keep it real
Just
with
keep it
yourself. Like,
100 with
yeah,
yourself. But some
yeah.
people don't know themselves, and that's why they looking for relationship to cover up their problems.
Do you be watching them in the like the London Way skits or whatever when he just be randomly walking around
Oh,
asking
I be,
for a
oh
girl
my,
number, then they
yeah,
see his car. Like,
yeah.
they look how many times
So
have
they
you,
wanted to go on a date. They was hopping off the car, and then as soon as they
yeah, or turned them down and then seen what he hopped in and then they came back and went. 90% of them.
90% of them, it's real, fam.
Yeah. Yeah,
Women
I know.
looking for a fairy tale half the time, and I be trying to tell these women out here. I said that status, looking for a man to come up, that's some fairy tale stuff. Because you're gonna get to see all that man flaws. You gonna get to see all your flaws. Like if that's all you connected to is things, you ain't gonna have
Yeah.
no substance.
But then, like, say if you get him and he start going, like, he start doing stuff for you, boom. He said he ain't getting nothing, like, in return. He ain't finna just, hopefully, he ain't just finna sit there and keep being no goofy.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah, I know. That's their problem, too. These dudes, clowns.
And women get a lot of us women, like the lady was saying, we get with the man, and then we like, dang, he don't fit the picture that I created in my mind. Like I wanted him to be 6 foot. I wanted him to walk a certain way. I wanted him to have a certain kind of money. But you saw what he looked like,
All right.
and that's all you was attracted to,
Right.
or you saw what they was driving, and now you with them, but you're trying to change them. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people just getting connected in
A
these relationships
man, a
with
man gonna change for a woman that he really like, but think about it on the other hand, honestly, like most of these women like in this generation, they think they just, I don't know, they just too entitled. Like they
yeah,
perfect already. Like,
man. Like, girl, go
seriously
sit
though.
down somewhere and go learn something.
Yeah.
Like, go sit down and go learn something. So do you feel like men focus more on the look for a woman, or you think when men when if you was
I
if
mean, at first, yeah. Until you really get to know her and then just like fall in love with who she is and stuff like that. But at first, yeah, that's what he going on.
man, listen, and women,
Unless like,
we be the total opposite. We be like, we trying to find somebody. Like, I know for me, security is big. If I don't feel like he can protect me, cuz
but
oh,
but me personally,
if I
like,
don't feel safe with him, let me say,
yeah,
not
yeah,
protection wise like a gun, but security. Like if I don't feel safe with you, my emotions, I can't talk to you, I can't vent to you. I'm
yeah,
not attracted to you.
yeah.
Like I don't care how good you look.
Yeah, but
You
like,
need to
but you won't know that until you give them the time of day, until the afterwards. So basically, the looks come in the beginning. The looks would get it all going or whatever.
I don't know, cause for me it's the personality. Cause I done had somebody look like a tire, just the tire on the car.
Hey, but okay, but a lot of these times you don't really be knowing the person. Like,
Yeah,
say like with me and Black situation. I saying that, and I asked my homie, I said, who is that? That's what it went off, like, who is that? But I eventually, like, I asked some questions, like, basically what type of person she is. And once we just start uh, kicking it every day like that, I already knew what it was. But yeah, as far as men for the women, you gotta check, kind of like know their background or check their background for real.
So they might have been sliding down the pole last night.
Yeah, nah.
So, cuz, would you credit the success of your marriage and your relationship with your upbringing? Would you say you having a two-parent household? Do you
Oh
feel like
yeah,
that's impacted?
for sure. Without even like realizing it though, but for sure, for sure. What you see like coming up play a big part for sure.
That's why I was heartbroken when I heard Cam Newton say that. I said, man, you don't realize because kids don't just listen to us. They do what we do. If you notice, you catch
Yeah,
your kids making up the bed like you make it up,
yeah,
sweeping like you sweeping, sitting how you sitting, like routine patterns, like kids pattern themselves right after their parents, what they see.
yeah.
Like for real. Like
I,
I didn't tell my daughter to stop digging in her ear with a Q-tip, and
I
then
do.
she see me do it, and she get it right back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I do stuff like this. Like today when I came home, Zamir came home from school. He go in my room. They in my room. Like I do stuff on purpose. Like I start kissing his mama while I'm looking at him, like on purpose, just to see his reaction. Like I don't. I let him. I let them see
right?
that. Like
That's the
you know, what I'm saying? I
perfect.
want them to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah. He
yeah,
too funny.
yeah. And you know what? That's so true, family. You know the years that I was married and me and Brian was together. Um, the boys, it helps them to be respectful towards women too,
Yeah.
affectionate and respectful at the same time. Them seeing that interaction between their mama and daddy.
Yeah.
Like it just changes the way. And I remember Noah saying to me one day, he said, "Mama, I seen somebody, watching something on TV. I saw two men." And he was like, "Mama, that's not correct." You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He like,
Right.
it's supposed to be like
Come here.
you.
Cut that sink off.
He was like, it's supposed to be like you and daddy, like like a woman and a man. Like I'm
Right.
already know I'm gonna have me a wife. You know what I'm saying? They just like,
Yeah.
because that's what they see.
Yeah. That's what.
And
Yeah.
I feel like we shouldn't rob kids of that. I mean, I know things happen where stuff don't work out, but to intentionally just go out there and procreate, just for a man or a woman to
Yeah.
just be out there, having kids and trying on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Just because you feel like you can take care of them, that's selfish.
Yeah.
That's the highest form of selfishness.
Yeah. That ain't nothing I do. Period. Like
Yeah, like I would not
that
recommend,
ain't it ain't even a thought. Like that
man.
you should just like want to do that.
And if I was a man, fam, I would try to be present. Even if I was absent, I would try to be present as much as I could. Like to the highest. If
Yeah.
I could give 80, if I could give 100% as a man, I probably would move to the same state. Them kids didn't ask to be here. So if
Yeah.
I gotta have whatever I gotta do to sacrifice, and here's the problem: a lot of women don't get to make that choice.
And I will say this, like, I think about this too, cause Cam Newton say he at least he say he got all his kids. Not saying that like the situation right, but it's a lot of dudes at the fucking breakup. Shit, they don't want nothing to do with the kids either.
With the kids.
So it's like,
Yeah. I mean, I applaud him for that. I feel like that's a good father. But I'm saying his whole concept of continuing to want to
yeah,
create the same situation,
yeah,
that's a real it's
that's selfish. That's
what they
selfish
call
though.
it, nasty work.
It's
That's
selfish though.
work.
Yeah,
That's some
but it's just.
internal
But look, in another case, it show you how dumb these girls is if you got some money.
facts.
Seriously though,
I mean, the R. Kelly situation just
especially for the whoever the
it
last
told me
girl
all I
was.
need to know about a lot of these women. That R. Kelly situation, the mamas knowing some of them was being groomed. That's what I be telling these men too. A lot of these young girls was raised like that. They mamas was already telling them go get the bag.
Yeah, that's fucked up though.
Yeah,
But that's what they
a
said
lot
with
of
that situation though. I guess he
Huh?
stopped paying or whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy. But hey, that's the way it goes half the time. If you ain't meeting the bill, then they don't really want to talk. If you ain't meeting the bill, like
When
you
we
gotta,
I want you to check out like when you get some time this week what I had sent you like
yeah.
that, check that out.
I'm gonna check that out tonight,
Yeah,
cause
I like how that go.
I really want to see our men heal, and I want to see our women in a better position too. Because we shouldn't have to go outside our race because the culture's so crazy.
But
Because
like nowadays I feel like a lot of them just really be just like wanting to be outside, like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. They
I
be
mean, it's
wanting.
true. It's true, fam.
I can't think. I don't know how people think. I can't even think for them.
I just feel like when we start getting these relationships, fam, if you a healed person, you don't mind being vulnerable. That don't mean you gotta give your whole heart to somebody in the beginning. It just simply means you ain't going in with no agendas. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I literally
Yeah.
want to get like when you date, let's be real. If you just want me to have your baby, tell me that. Cause you need to give me the right to choose. Don't take that
Right.
away from me.
Right.
And like I feel like a lot of relationships too will prosper. You may not agree with me on this, fam. I think a lot of relationships you'll know in the beginning if it's gonna last if you take sex off the table. Cause guess
Yeah.
what? Cause
Yeah.
guess if
No.
that
Yeah.
boy
Look,
fam,
you can go. You can go have sex with anybody. That don't make them supposed to be your personal. No.
period.
You. No. That's facts.
But you'll be surprised, fam, how many women. Cause I've been there. You'll be surprised how many women feel like if I don't give him none, he gonna go out there and get it from somebody else anyway. So I might as well. What you say to
No.
that? What would you say to a woman? I mean, to what I said, I feel I'm just now learning that
If a woman,
that
if a woman give it up too quick, you gonna look at her like she a hoe, like she ain't. She ain't the one. No matter. I don't know if y'all. Now that I can't even say like, cause it's
eight
been so
times out of
long.
10,
It's been so long since I've been in
yeah,
that type of
since you've been
situation.
outside,
Just like in that type of
I'm gonna tell you this.
situation, but like,
I made Brian wait
yeah,
6 weeks. I
a
made
man
Brian
gonna
wait.
a man gonna respect that. Like, gonna respect that more. Like, if you get
Yeah,
if a chick give it up on the first date, second date, yeah, we looking at you crazy for real. Like, even if we ain't looking at you crazy, we ain't looking at you like you finna be mine.
yeah. And you know what, fam? That's why I said I can't settle because I know that a man know.
Move from there.
I know a man know when you got the right one.
Yeah, he
Straight
do
up,
know. He do know.
because that man waited 6 weeks, fam. I had just had Jalen. Like Jalen was barely 3 weeks old when I met him,
Yeah,
and he waited the whole time, like waiting on me, bringing me food, just doing the most, like,
yeah.
and I'm doing the least.
But that's how it is. Like when you really into somebody, like you gonna see it. It ain't gonna be nothing you gotta question. You ain't gonna have to question.
I wasn't used to that though. I'm sitting up here still going behind his back, trying to see, Lord, if it's gonna work out with me and the baby daddy. Because when a woman, you know how women are. Sometimes
Yeah,
when a woman in, she in. And
yeah,
if she got her heart and her loyalty, that's it. It's
yeah.
gonna be
Y'all
hard
had
for the
y'all
person.
had a kid or whatever.
Yeah, that's definitely, I feel like taking sex off the table would is very important when you date.
Yeah,
As
y'all
you
got.
know,
Yeah, like when it get to the point to where like y'all basically best friends and
yes, we need
like
to be a good
you
mother.
just enjoy being around a person and stuff like that. That's when you know, like, and then when y'all get so deep, um, if you don't really see yourself without that person,
Oh, I
that's
love
when
it. That's
you
a
know
good
what
one.
I'm
Y'all,
saying.
that's a good one.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
would your life like how would you feel like if you and that person wasn't together, you was with somebody else, like yeah,
Dang, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it cut off at 45 minutes or what.
If
We
it do,
finna
we're gonna go
see.
to Facebook with it. Just
Okay,
live.
okay. But
Give
yeah,
Facebook, give Facebook a little touch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's dope. But yeah, cause like I said, and I'm like, I stay single forever before I just take somebody saying, "Oh yeah, I want to be with you for the rest of my life and I want to get married." I literally, it's some men out there who will be everything that you tell him that you want. That's why
Yeah.
you don't got to tell them everything. Just see who they are.
Yeah. But you know what be making it worse for women? Like, um, say if they had like, if you got a woman that was with somebody for some years in a relationship or whatever, they had a baby or two, and then boom, she tried it again. They had another baby or two about, but you know them relationships though. So you got to watch out for the ones that got, you know what I'm saying, 3, 4, 5 different baby. Like you gotta, it's something to them women. Like, come on now, ain't no way you done got it wrong that many times.
Facts.
Now it's the women at that point. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
yeah. And I was heartbroken to hear like, oh, because some women like they were comparing Kiki Wyatt to Cam Newton. But I'm like, y'all wrong for that. Because Kiki Wyatt been married. It was her
Right.
fault she got a divorce.
Right.
I was like, that's so wrong to compare the two. Well, she going out here having multiple kids and blah blah blah. Don't nobody get married to get
Come
divorced.
here. Be quiet.
Don't nobody plan on divorcing when they get married.
Right.
Like people real deal get out here and get their whole life away for
But
this.
people gotta like when they get married and like they just gotta keep it alive. Like still go out. Like we always out. We always going out to eat. We always doing stuff. So
Right,
that keep it like it ain't never like even when we in the house. It ain't these kids. They ain't gonna let it be no dull moment. So it's like,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
always.
yeah, it's crazy the way I mean it's just crazy the way it is nowadays. I just wish more people had an open mind when it came to dating. And we ain't take our traumas into dating. Cause I ain't finna be up in there looking for no man to do what my daddy can do. Like, no. If I get in a relationship, I'm looking for what I have to offer you.
But
And I'm
look, this
offering you what you got to offer me.
yeah. Now this how it
But it
is.
ain't really all about what
Most
you gotta offer me.
yeah, most of these chicks, boom, see what a man like. Just basically see him how he dress, what he drive, all this, and kind of like go off that to instantly coming in with this mindset that they want stuff like.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? I just can't see myself doing it. Life's too short.
Yeah.
And I promise you, if you just get married to have children,
But that's
please.
coming in like they basically what I'm saying is they be coming in with the wrong intentions from the gate.
Yeah.
Just
And so
as
and
like
so and
what they can get.
right. And so many women don't even understand like when you go
But
home and lay down at night, you really know you still not satisfied.
but look, not like if a man really like you, if he really get to like you, and then like you ain't coming off to him like that. Even if that is what you want, they better gotta learn to hide it. So they can't hide it, like, cause if he really like you, he gonna do for you anyway. That's just gonna come natural.
That's why I said, cuz you are know in the dating phase because you don't gotta do too much. And
Yeah,
my pastor always say, leave all that extra for marriage. Like, if you gotta come in and do all the cooking and cleaning for him and do all this extra stuff, he may not be the one for you. If you gotta do it, not even just because you want to do it, but if
right.
he requiring you to have all of these things in order, he may not be the one for you.
He better at least be doing what he's supposed to do. He better
Right,
at least be doing what he's supposed to do if he just like, you know what
right.
I'm saying?
if a man or a woman like you, they ain't gonna require you to have all your ducks in a row.
No,
That's just how I feel.
it
Cause
shouldn't even be
it
like.
ain't no perfect man or woman.
Yeah, but I
Cause
don't know.
what do you feel like most men want, fam? So what do you feel like most men want?
Most men won't. They basically men that's like men that'll probably want to be married to somebody. Definitely loyalty for sure.
Okay.
Um, peace. Men don't want nobody that's always just toxic and cause problems. Just
Wait a minute,
you know what I'm
she
saying.
like peace too.
No, I'm just saying, but I'm just saying for the men. I hope so. Um, and like I told you before, with me is like what kind of woman you is, as far as like basically knowing a chick background. I saying people can't change, but that
Right,
really show like who you really is. Like,
right,
yeah,
right. Mm. And see, women want loyalty and they want to feel they can trust you.
yeah.
And I
It got to
don't
be
know.
consistent too. It got to be consistent. Everything got to be
That's what
consistent.
men like consistency.
Yeah, like ain't no.
When you hear your homeboys talking, that's what they talking about. Yeah, she got to be consistent. She got to be loyal. She got to.
Nah, most of them just going off looks.
Oh my goodness.
But it's like
What
my
they talk about?
like nah, all like you got. I don't really, but all my guys, pretty much married. Like my guys, they most of them married. You know, like the ones that came up in the household with us. Yeah, three are married right now.
Yeah. And
So
it's
it's
a
probably
bunch of
like
good men back
yeah, so
then.
it's probably like three married and then three not married, but they've been with their girls for years. Like
Yeah.
yeah, and that's another thing. That wasn't they daddy, but this what they saw too. Rubbed off on them. You know what I'm
Them
saying?
facts. Because auntie them, they influenced a lot of people growing
Yeah,
up. And I feel like a man can only give what he a lot of times a man can only give what he got at home, what he can see. And vice versa. Some of us ain't seen no healthy marriages and relationships and stuff. And so I feel
yeah,
like
but
that's why we forgive each other.
sometime I ain't gonna lie, like they probably ain't seen a healthy one, but if they seen one that was bad or toxic, they know what not to be like too though. So
Okay. Because that's
yeah,
how I feel. I feel like I seen a lot of growing up, I feel like I seen a lot of men being seen and not heard. You know how a lot of disrespect is for men. Like they don't
yeah,
really reverence and honor men. And I said I wanted to be different, to be honest. I seen a lot of that, from different places in different environments. And I'm like, dang, like men need the same amount of love and respect that, a woman would get. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I don't like the bash of men, period. Just like I don't like the bash of women. And I
right.
feel like we should respect each other. You know what I'm saying? To really understand each other.
But I feel like if somebody bash them, they just going off their actions. Like they,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
When I say bash, I'm talking about all men ain't this,
Oh
all
no,
women ain't this. That's
it
what
ain't
I'm talking about.
all nothing anyway. Like
Yeah.
I hate that
Yeah.
too though.
Yeah. Or when a woman leave a man, it's strictly like he wasn't for me, but not in reality. Sometimes we got in a relationship and we didn't know the person fully, or
Right.
sometimes it's just the reality. Some stuff just come to an end. You know, all relationships ain't meant to be forever.
Yeah, but
And
if
so
it
I
was
feel like,
like it depends on what happened throughout the relationship. I'll say because it might be something that happened that one person just can't get over it. One person just can't get past something that the other person did. Maybe. Other
Right.
than that, other than that, yeah, it should be fixable though.
But
Especially if
but
y'all.
I feel like if you're gonna be with somebody, you gotta be able to forgive them too. I feel like that's another problem too. I think
But
this
at the
super.
same time, you say forgive. It depends on what they did. We grown now. Ain't nobody just making no little dumb mistakes like that. Like let's be realistic,
What do you feel like is what do you feel like is forgivable? Cause
huh?
and what do you feel like is a deal breaker for you as a man?
A deal breaker.
Because you said we big grown now, we the big
Yeah.
ages now.
Just like a deal breaker for me is
You
messing
think
with another messing. Gotta understand like messing with another dude or whatever. Like if that's the case, then cause with women, y'all do stuff off. Y'all just ain't if that ain't in y'all just not finna just do something like
so? You basically saying if Jody don't got the heart, Jody ain't gonna get the body.
that.
Is that what you're saying?
no,
Cause
I'm
you know
saying
some stuff. You know some stuff.
I'm saying what I said.
Cause we don't just mess with you.
Exactly.
Mess with
It,
you.
yeah.
You gotta be something there.
Uh huh. Now, dudes, on the other hand, a lot of these dudes just go out, meet a chick, probably don't even know them, just smash them and no feelings, no nothing. Like that's it. Like it's over with. Not to say it's right or it's acceptable or cool or whatever, but men can really literally just do that and not have no feelings. Like, but with y'all,
How do y'all be expecting us women to recover from that?
they never cared about the women in the first place. So if they was dumb enough to just
It's
like,
like, baby, it didn't mean nothing. Baby, she ain't mean nothing.
but
How
some of them might be cool with it. Like
But
some
I'm
of them
saying
might
you
be
said
cool.
a man can go smash a female and it don't gotta be nothing there.
Yeah,
How
but
do
with y'all, it's different.
but how do a
Huh?
man expect a woman to recover from that? We talking about forgiveness too, fam. We
Yeah,
talking
but
about
some women think like dudes. There's a few out there that can handle it, but they still might get in their feelings. Yeah, but y'all go like off emotion. We going off like logic, and we ain't really moving off emotion like that. We
so
moving on like
so do you feel like women need to give men more grace because men can if they catch a man with a woman,
nah.
it
I'm not saying that because a man. I'm not saying that. I ain't saying that because that'll make the man probably just worse. Like no, don't make it cool now. Don't never make it cool
because some women do.
because it
I
ain't.
didn't know women give. Look at Kirk and Rashida. I don't watch
Can't,
them shows, but look
and
at the
look, it's the yeah with them it's the same shit over and over and over and fucking over again too. Because he realized she ain't going nowhere.
dang, Sam.
Yeah,
So what advice would you give women? What advice
well,
would you give women? What advice would you give women when it comes down to you know
like don't.
if you could talk to Rashida, what would you tell her?
I mean, it really ain't nothing you can tell her. She just gonna be who she is. But if it was something I could tell them, is don't start nothing that like you ain't ready for. You know what I'm saying? As far as like,
Basically you will tell her don't think she's gonna get nothing different.
huh?
Basically you will tell her don't think she's gonna get nothing different.
Yeah, don't definitely don't let him think it's cool for him to just like fuck around. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Cause you got some
But
women gonna be mad at the other woman instead of looking at the man and the whole relationship dynamic like that. This whole thing is toxic.
right, yeah, it be the man like when a lot of that should be crazy to me when people get into it over people boyfriends and all that type of shit. The chick
I,
probably knew,
man, I would never.
but look, they be mad at the girl. Like if a girl found out, especially if she know
It
her,
might cut out.
ready to fight her over him. Like when you really supposed to be checking him, he bogus.
Right,
Both of them bogus, but she don't owe you no loyalty if y'all ain't cool or you know what I'm saying, nothing like that. So you really
right.
supposed to leave that up to
Pick
him.
your dude.
Yeah.
And then, I be thinking like this too, fam.
Chicks
I
be
would
out here not liking
never
each other over that shit.
right. But these women pattern their relationships after these shows. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm gonna look at Rashida in person and say that's go. Or even
Nah.
say, you know what, she went through it, so that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she just didn't give up on him, but it ain't gonna get no better as far as because it gotta be like he gotta be kind of like losing respect for her at this point. She just steady letting him do the same shit. It's just like she ain't gonna leave. That's what's in his head.
yeah.
He can do it whatever. Even if she find out, she ain't gonna leave.
And you know what? When you think about it, you teach people how to treat you.
Yeah,
And so, like you said, he looking like this what she like, this what she love, this what she allow.
yeah.
And so women gotta, they standards gotta get high when it
Man,
comes to it.
did you see like the finesse 2 time situation though?
Oh my God.
That dude, man. Yeah, like,
I was
but
wondering,
but hold on. It
coming.
goes to
Are
show you
you
this. As long as a dude got some money, these chicks just be dumb. Like they
morals
just
go
be
out the window?
they just be dumb.
But you know what? It's like an even
Look, I'm not even saying what he doing. It's just the way he talk to him. Like, ain't no way.
yeah.
Ain't no
Mm-mm,
way.
mm-mm.
Ain't
But
no
he
way.
find them kind of women
Yeah.
because he know ain't no real woman gonna put up with it.
Nah.
He didn't found somebody who already broken. Cause sharing a man,
Yeah.
and then he telling her, "You already know how I feel about her." First of all, ain't no sense in that
Yeah.
conversation.
Oh no.
Because the fact that they didn't have a conversation about sharing was enough for me. Because it would have been an end
Oh
to the
no.
discussion. Like, what is you saying, huh?
Yeah. Some
Because
of
you
them
ain't
girls,
gonna
some
embarrass me in
some
public.
girls
Like,
be liking that though.
mm-mm.
Now that's a
I can't hear you, cuz. What happened? I can't hear
lot
you.
of
I couldn't hear you for a minute.
yeah, like stuff like that, starting stuff like that. Like who knows the situation? I'm pretty sure he had to be with one of them first or whatever, and then they choose to boom, let them do that, and like either way, say if that's what he like grew into. Now he got a thing for that, and the person he was in love with or whatever want to stop, don't want to do that no more,
Yeah.
and like
Obviously, she seen a problem with it for him to say it like that to her, though. But
yeah,
my thing is, once she starts
you
settling it
open yeah,
and you
but
realize
you
it,
you open that door like that, you don't know what it's really gonna lead to. You know what I'm saying?
and
Not the
like I was telling you, I didn't find myself in some sticky situations, not nothing like that, but it started one way, like, okay, this is my friend, and then all of that time invested, you start catching feelings. And
yeah
then it's like, dang, I forgot he said that he wasn't looking for nothing serious. But it ain't got deep. You know what I'm saying?
yeah
So I can understand the emotional side, but at the same time, to agree to share, that's on a whole nother level.
yeah like. But it goes to show you about the money situation. That's what you can. That's what it really be. It
So
come
they
down
both
to.
getting something out the deal. He getting what he want, and she getting what she wants.
But
My
you,
thing
but you,
is, you
but you
can't.
know why? Like he, if boom, if she leave and say, "Oh, this ain't what I want," I'm gone. Now it's gonna be harder for her financially. Now she got to go make her own. But for him, he just gonna find the next person, find
Yeah,
somebody else.
that's
So she,
crazy.
yeah, so she like, I might as well just, yeah,
And I tell people if you don't like something from the get go, go ahead and step out because you can't transform nobody into nothing that they don't want to be.
yeah,
That's the bottom line. You ain't finna change finesse 2 times. I don't
nah,
care how loyal you stay there and be. You got eyes for somebody else. That's good. That's good enough for me to say, "Hey, I'm out." I
yeah,
wouldn't even started it in the first
yeah.
place.
The way he just talked to them, just like that's just too much, bro. Like,
But them
you,
pillar
you
talking things, she should have heard that from the get go. Because when you start asking men certain questions, honestly and truthfully, they gonna start telling off on themselves after a while and
yeah,
what they really
but you
want.
could tell he the type to just like, cause he got money, that's why he act like that. If that motherfucker was broke, he wouldn't act like
You don't think so?
that. Hell no.
Hey, I really feel like money bring out the real you. What you do with
Yeah,
that money
that's what
bring
I'm
out the real
saying.
you.
Yeah, yeah, that's them facts. Them
So he
facts.
been had desires to have multiple women. He just feel like Mike Jones back
No,
then.
I'm not even talking about that part because, like nowadays, people be. I mean, if it's what they like, is what they like. I ain't gonna judge it, but it's like the way he talked to him though. Like you, who want to talk to their woman like that? Like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, he ain't.
she shouldn't even allow no
Hey,
shit like
and they think the money cover up their bad character. It don't
that. Yeah,
because I wouldn't even see you. That's the way you treat a woman. I lose our respect for you. That's the bottom line.
yeah,
And to be honest, that's the most unattractive thing for a man. You start talking crazy to me, you done lost me already.
yeah.
Especially in that regards. Like
And
you not even hearing what I gotta say.
yeah, think about a man like the same way. Once a woman start hollering or talking to him crazy, it's like, yeah, who the fuck you think?
Some
It's
men
the
like
same
it.
thing.
You know what I didn't learn in my dating stage? I didn't literally learn that some men like drama. If it ain't no drama in the relationship, if you don't come with drama, some men ain't gonna want you.
Nah, I
It's probably
definitely,
like that with women too,
no, I
but
definitely
it's some men
seen.
out there.
I
You know what
definitely
I'm talking
know.
about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about because
And they like want to argue. Like I was dating this one guy, all he want to do is argue. I'm like, baby, I don't argue. I
that's
said,
what he used
let's
to.
come up with let's come up with a solution.
That's
And
what
he
he
was
used to.
like, nah, you gonna hear? I'm like, wait, baby, we grown.
Right. Yeah, that's what he used to. Though
I
I'm
ain't,
talking about the
I
guy.
ain't been answering the phone because I'm grown.
Yeah.
So you going off on me because I ain't been answering the phone. Like, wait a minute. You ain't asked me what I've been doing, how I'm feeling, none of that. You like, oh yeah, you didn't just change. He told me, yeah, you ain't the Shontel that I thought you was. You ain't
Like you,
innocent.
just because you
I
ain't answer
mean,
your phone, like you don't got kids, like you don't got responsibility.
I
How
told
long it's
him
been since he called and you ain't called him back?
because
10 minutes and he acting like that.
he hadn't even called. I just went the day without talking to him.
Right.
But I'm like, I didn't even explain to him because I felt like there was something. We need to go on your page. I felt like there was
On
something I
Facebook,
shouldn't have had to explain. Yeah. I'm like,
let's do
I
it.
feel like there was something. Okay.
I'm gonna
All
send you
right,
the
y'all. Thank y'all, YouTube, for chiming in.
yeah,
All right, cuz. Thank you for coming out with me, cuz. Let's
yeah,
hop
for
on
sure.
Facebook.
Yeah, anytime. We'll put that on Facebook or something.